Okay, so the case of Maack versus the school district of Lincoln was decided by the Supreme Court of the state of Nebraska in 1992. The facts of the case are there was two girls, Jessica Maack and Melissa Maack. They were students at a high school, Lincoln East in Nebraska, and they were not immunized against measles. In May of 1989, there was a measles outbreak at the school, and they were sent home. They were not allowed to attend school. Based off of the rules that the school board sets, that are the following. It says any student may be excluded from school in the following circumstances. A, if the student has a dangerous communicable disease transmissible through normal school contacts and poses an imminent threat to the health and safety of the school community. Or B, if the student's conduct presents a clear threat to the physical safety of himself, herself, or others, or is so extremely disruptive as to make temporary removal necessary to preserve the rights of other students to pursue an education. Okay, so after being sent home, then the Maack family was extremely upset. They argued that the 14th Amendment, their rights protected by the 14th Amendment were violated. Basically, the Equal Protection Clause, that they did not have equal protection. So what ended up happening, the school district, they fought back and forth on this. The school district also made a case about protecting some of the special needs students that were there at the school, but inevitably the school district elected to not allow the two Maack girls to attend school. The Maack family sued, and it went all the way to the Supreme Court of Nebraska. The Supreme Court of Nebraska basically determined the rationale case, or let me see, sorry. They were examined in reference to a rational basis test. So basically what happened, they concluded that the rights of the Maacks were not violated. And actually what they said in their decision that was read, they said, for the foregoing reasons, we find that Jessica and Melissa Maack's conduct in attending school during a measles outbreak without being immunized against measles posed a clear threat to themselves and other students. And that was actually based off of the testimony of a doctor that any unimmunized student had a 100% chance of catching the measles outbreak. So to sum it up, the Supreme Court of Nebraska decided that the Maack's family, or the Maack's conduct, was a clear threat to themselves and others. So they upheld the decision of the school district to essentially suspend the girls during that 10-day period in May when the measles outbreak was most prominent.